Maraming immigrants ang pupunta sa Canada with big dreams. Magandang trabaho, sariling bahay, mas magandang future para sa pamilya. And honestly, walang masama doon. Lahat tayo may pangarap, pero real talk. Hindi lahat nagtatagal dito. May mga umaalis, may mga bumabalik, may mga lumilipat ng ibang bansa. So ang tanong, bakit? At mas importante, paano mo maiiwasan yung parehong pagkakamali? Kaya sa videong ito, pag-uusapan natin ang totoong reasons kung bakit may immigrants na umaalis at kung paano ka makakapag-stay, succeed at mag-level up dito sa Canada. Minsan ang problema hindi Canada, kundi yung iyong expectation. Akala natin, pagdating dito, automatic high-paying job na after 1 year. May bahay na after 2 years. Comfortable na agad. Pero ang totoo, Canada rewards preparation, hindi shortcut. Kailangan mo mag-build ng credit, mag-build ng experience, mag-build ng network. Walang instant. So, paano mo maiiwasan to? Mag-research bago pumunta. Alamin ang mga licensing requirements. Intindihin ang job market. At higit sa lahat, magplano ng 3 to 5 years. Hindi 3 to 5 months lang. Let's be honest, mahal dito. High rent, high taxes, high groceries. Especially sa cities like Toronto and Vancouver. Talagang mabigat ang cost of living. Minsan, excited tayo. Bagong dating, bagong sweldo. Tapos, kukuha agad ng brand new car. Malaking apartment, lifestyle upgrade ang tawag doon. Walang masama mag-enjoy. Pero kung wala ka pang emergency fund, wala ka pang stable foundation, ay, delikado yan. Ang suggestion ko, first 2 to 3 years ay live within your means. Build your credit slowly. Mag-ipon muna bago mag-flex. Ito, masakit para sa maraming professionals. Engineer ka sa Pilipinas, nurse ka, accountant ka. Pagdating dito, sasabihin sa'yo, kailangan mo pa ng Canadian experience. Nakaka-frustrate, nakaka-down. Some people feel like they lost their identity. But here's the reality. May proseso talaga. Regulations, bridging programs, exams. And sometimes, policies from Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada change. Kaya, mas magiging complicated. So, anong pwede mong gawin? Research ahead of time. Kung kailangan mag-aral ulit, gawin strategically. Take a survival job kung kailangan. Pero, huwag ka namang ma-stuck doon forever. Isa pa, uncertainty. Rules change, caps change, pathways close. Kung wala kang backup plan, doon ka magkakaproblema. Kaya ang advice ko, apply as soon as you are eligible. Huwag mag-antay ng last minute. Stay informed, pero huwag masyadong magpadala sa fake news o chismis. Always have a plan B. Ito ang hindi masyadong napag-uusapan. Winter, homesickness, pressure from family back home. Minsan, hindi pera ang dahilan kung bakit umaalis ang tao. Pagod na sila emotionally. Kaya importante talaga ang community. Find your people, find mentors, find support. At laging balikan ang reason why mo. Bakit ka ba pumunta dito in the first place? Leaving Canada isn't always failure. Pero staying without a strategy, that's risky. Success here is possible. Pero hindi siya automatic. You don't work for Canada. You work for your own future. So ngayon ang tanong ko sa iyo kabayan ay ito. Stay or live? Anong factor ang magpapadesisyon sa iyo? Comment below, kabayan. Gusto ko marinig ang side mo. Salamat, and remember, success dito is not luck. It's preparation plus patience plus persistence. And that's it for me today. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, more tips, informations, and more real talk to come. I will see you, God willing, on my next video. Samahan nawa kayong parati ng Panginoon sa inyong pang-araw-araw na buhay. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.